Hello and welcome to your weekly forecast, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October 3rd through the 9th. You might stumble upon this video after. That's just fine. You might see it in a few weeks or months. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to see it. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate. And that's okay, my darlings. Take what does and leave what doesn't. So we're going to see what's coming up here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the lovely Leo collective. Let's get right on into it, my lovelies. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card that's coming up here for the Leo collective is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign person that you may be dealing with. Earth signs are going to be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If you have earth sign placements, you may be focusing on those houses or those areas of your life. Now, the Queen of Pentacles oftentimes comes in to signify that we're coming into abundance, security, stability. She's sometimes referred to as the domestic goddess. So you may also be paying attention to your home or your living environment at this time, your living arrangement. You may be very focused on it. And a lot of the times I feel like she comes up in readings to give us confirmation or reassurance that there's going to be an improvement in our living situation, an upgrade. Sometimes she comes up to give reassurance that we're gonna, buy property or acquire a place of our own that is a place where we feel we can live securely and abundantly. She's a physical self-care card for me in my readings. We are coming into a full moon at the end of the week on the 9th, or at the beginning of the coming week, I should say. And I'll try to get next week's readings out early since that week is kicking off with a full moon energy. But in this full moon energy, you may be doing a lot of decluttering, or you may be feeling called or guided to do a lot of decluttering. I'm saying this as the garbage truck is pulling up and taking away the garbage. I don't know if you guys can hear it, if the mic's picking it up, but you might be looking, Leo, at just like cleansing, just cleansing your environment, and not just cleansing in terms of like, sweeping and vacuuming and, all that stuff, but like getting rid of things and making space for new energy, for new things. And it might be a way that you're doing it where like you're also getting rid of memories. Like, I don't want to see that because it's making me think of this person, or I don't want to have this because it's making me think of this time, or I don't like who gave it to me, or like whatever it might be. I feel like you're decluttering, you're clearing. It's like a form of energy clearing, and you're setting it up here where you're evolving or you're ascending, manifesting. I want to say you're manifesting a better living environment, or a better living space. Physical self-care is crucial when I see this card. So make sure that in the coming week, you are getting some good nutrition in your system. Make sure that you're eating good food, right? Real food. And so sometimes we just eat junk or really processed stuff because we don't have time. Or people are like, oh, I need to be, healthy. And they're like, oh, well, this is healthy because it has 0 calorie and no carbs. And it's just chemically processed garbage that's not giving you any nutrition. So if you can, try to make sure you're eating fruits and vegetables and grain and protein, and just things that are not made in a lab, if at all possible, whatever you can, and give yourself a sense of abundance, and give yourself a sense of like enjoying your space as much as you can, getting good quality sleep. Like, this is all going to be really important for you in the coming week. Take care of your body. This is going to open you up to receive. This is going to help you to be focused. This is going to help balance your emotions and your feelings. Take care of yourself physically. Make sure that you are giving yourself what you need. Look at this. Our next card here is the Nine of Pentacles. So we got Pentacles coming in back to back. So Leo, a lot of you are thinking about your physical security. You're thinking a lot about finances and the physical and the material things right now. Nine of Pentacles is like a successful self-employment card. Some of you may be taking steps towards self-employment or just to have financial independence. Maybe you want to be in a situation where even if things aren't necessarily bad in your situation, you might be thinking, well, what if I didn't have this person to rely on? What if I didn't have family? Or what if I didn't have a roommate? Or what if things went sideways between me and my significant other? Like, what would I do, right? And so some of you are really focusing on financial independence. This could be a fire sign thing because I just did Sagittarius's reading and there was a lot in their reading about being independent financially. And so Nine of Pentacles can sometimes be like financial independence, security, independent income. And so these are things that you might be paying attention to. Now, the Nine of Pentacles has a very special meaning here. This bird is supposed to symbolize that she's tamed her anxiety. She's tamed her insecurities. So maybe in the past, Leo, there's things that you've tried to get off the ground or things you've tried to succeed at around finances, career, business, and it didn't because your anxiety got in the way. Negative self-talk got in the way. The drama that was happening in your family or in your relationship was too much of a distraction. So you weren't able to succeed. You weren't able to move ahead. Nine of Pentacles is saying, well, now you're coming into a time where you're clearing away that mental chatter and you're getting in charge of your anxiety, getting in control of it. So now you're going to be able to succeed this time around. Maybe some of you Leos are resurrecting a business or a financial endeavor that you worked on in the past, and maybe you spent this recent Mercury retrograde trying to rework it and replan it. But the Nine of Pentacles sometimes comes up for me when, like, you might be picking up something that you tried to do previously or a goal you tried to do previously, and you just were not in the right mental space at the time. And now this time around, you're going to be able to pull it off. You're going to be able to succeed. The next card that's coming up here for the Leo collective is the Devil. Now, this is a major arcana card. So major arcana cards are coming up when we're coming into a new chapter, defining time in our life. And it's not going to be wrapped up in 7 days. But whatever is happening in the next 7 days is going to be kind of sort of like setting the tone. I shouldn't say kind of sort of. It is going to be setting the tone for this new period. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. That might be significant in your life or significant to you or for you in your journey. If you have Capricorn placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Okay, and if you are a Capricorn sun, then I feel like this is you claiming your identity and taking back your personal power and breaking out of like conditioning and programming. Now, the Devil card is a card that can come up when we might be putting too much importance on finances. We might be putting too much importance on material things. Your first two cards here are money cards. And I had to peek because I was curious. And your last card is also a pentacle card. So all of your cards are pentacles. You're really focused on the physical world right now. But the Devil can come up when we're attaching our worth and our identity to our financial situation. And I feel what a lot of you Leos are going to be releasing in this full moon that's coming up on the 9th is you're going to be releasing fear, powerlessness, and surrendering the ego, the negative ego. Okay, now ego in itself is not necessarily a negative thing. That's a whole nother topic. I don't think we can be void of ego entirely and do things in our life and not live our life like a feather that's being blown around. We have to have some sense of ego or be connected in some way to ego. But the negative ego, the ego that's like, I'm not worth anything unless I have this title, or unless I drive this specific kind of car, or unless I own a house and a nice house, and I'm not worth anything unless I have these accomplishments. And I feel like a lot of you are waking up and you're realizing, hold on now, this stuff doesn't make me. I want it, I'm gonna have it, but it doesn't identify who I am. And so I feel like a lot of you are able to finally separate yourself and separate your sense of identity from your accomplishments. Here are things that I've accomplished, but even without these accomplishments, I'm still the same person. And what all this is bringing you to is manifesting unconditional love. Whereas in the past, maybe you tried to impress people with financial things, or you really cared about somebody, whether it was a friend or a romantic situation or trying to impress coworkers. You may have been very generous. Let me pay for this meal. Oh, here, I got you something. Or, like always trying to demonstrate value in this way. And now you're coming into the realization of you don't have to do that. You don't have to impress anybody or buy anybody's love, that you are worthy and deserving of unconditional love. And all of these things that you're manifesting for yourself financially, this is not a love reading, but all these things that you're manifesting for yourself financially, you're coming or manifesting the kind of love or relationship where your partner is helping you and being an asset in your dreams and goals, but also the kind of person that should, God forbid, you wake up one day and everything is gone financially, you've lost everything financially, this person is still going to be there because they're here for you. And it's an unconditional love. It's not like, oh, well, you're not giving me what I want, so bye. Whereas maybe in the past, that's what you've been used to. So massive deep message here, Leo. Take some time to process that. The next card that's coming up here is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is stability and security. Slow and steady wins the race. The key to your success in this instance is going to be consistency, not hustle, not grinding, not taking risky gambles or risky chances here. And you're coming into a time of stability and security, and you're realizing that this is not a race. You're breaking away from that negative ego, and you're clear in your head, and you're able to take one day at a time, one step at a time, and you're able to accomplish a lot. The Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest moving knight in the tarot. On the contrary, he's the slowest, but he's the most reliable, the most dependable, the most consistent, and the work that he does is going to stand the test of time. It's solid, it's secure, it's not going to be undone. And some of you are tired of starting over again and again and again. You're not going to have to start over. This is it. You're building the future. You're building retirement. You're building stability, security, roots. Right? So this is a powerful message, and it's a very positive one at that. You may want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than whatever this placement may be for you. I do have a link in the description that will take you to the weekly forecasts. Check out the love readings if you haven't already. Love readings for October are linked in the description. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, please be sure to click on the link that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite in the description box of this video. I am having a sale at the time of doing this or posting this reading on the 60-minute and 30-minute videos. Usually the 60-minute videos are $150. Right now I'm doing them for $111. The 30-minute videos are usually $65. Right now I'm doing them for $44. I do have other readings available that cost less. So if you want to go on, you want to check it out and see what looks good to you, I'd be happy to do a personal reading. You can schedule through that link. I hope you guys will come back and check out the card of the day message tomorrow. If not, if that's not your cup of tea, no worries. I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I hope you'll come back and check out next week's forecast. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Bye, Leo.